Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we jump into today's video, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button so that you get notified when we release new content. Today, we're back out on the Roanoke River and we are catching some bass on jerkbait. So hope you enjoy.
Where I'm at right now, and I'm out in the lake, you can only see your bait maybe 3 to 4 inches under the surface of the water. I've never seen it quite that dirty for 90% of this lake.
Davey, this is going to be a little bit tougher question right here. And I asked Scott Martin this. I've asked Chris Lane this in years past. When you look at Florida lakes, when you look at a Toho and Kissimmee, a Harris chain, you see tournaments dominated in the usual cover like we're seeing on Lake Okeechobee, but you also see the presence of offshore bites. I've always wondered why you never see an angler catching them offshore on Okeechobee. And I asked Scott Martin, I said,
we've had different wind conditions from practice, obviously different temperatures. And I think what happened is we had a lot of wind that pushed cleaner water out of the marsh. And this end of this area was cleaner. And then the lack of wind, a lot of that dirty water has allowed it to push back in here because we don't have a hard line out there anymore to filter and block a lot of that, so it just kind of flows in and out. And it's hard to tell when the sun's still low, but it looks like it's gotten a little dirtier. Not too dirty where they won't bite, so I'm still kind of fishing my way through, but quickly losing confidence in this part. But it's a fairly large area. I mean, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 boats that I can see within eyesight. And I think only 3 or 4 of them are elite guys. Maybe a few more, but there's actually less elite.
What stood out the most was the fit finish.
Quality, the room, the fishability, man, was just amazing.
Huge compartments, big deep live wells, storage everywhere.
It's just a smooth ride overall.
That was a way smoother ride than I thought it was going to be.
Like riding a rocket when you come out of the hole.
The thing I love about this boat the most is the handling, steering, and performance of this boat.
Awesome. Very good ride.
Thumbs up. Enjoyed it. You had to take a ride in it.
It's a new generation of boats that no one's ever seen before.
In Japan, using technology, innovation, and precision, Sunline produces the widest selection of fishing lines at the most technologically advanced line factory in the world. Manufactured at the strictest tolerances to produce victories at the highest level. Easy. Think you know bass fishing? Time to prove it. Bassmaster has 2 fantasy games giving you even more opportunities to win. Play Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing and the Mercury Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge. And for a chance to win some great prizes, including a $15,000 Bass Pro Shops.
He did it in 92, I believe, but he was 90 or 92. He was the first angler to win $1 million at BASS.
Awesome fisherman from Arkansas, no doubt.
Yep. Our buddy Steve Bowman will remind us he's still got every dollar he ever won as well. Yes. Which is good. Larry Nixon, we celebrate the General on his return to the Bassmasters. His first start with the Bassmaster Elite Series happening today on Lake Okeechobee. Day 1 continues on when we come back.
Leaders in innovation and anglers at heart. Luz is founded on the rich heritage of building the best. 70 years of cutting-edge innovation.
And March 31st, 2023, you could win a day of fishing with a true legend. The Go Outside and Fish with Phil Dance sweepstakes. Yeah! A motor! No way! live coverage of the Site 1 Bassmaster Elite at Lake Okeechobee is sponsored by Yamaha.
Welcome back to day one coverage here at Lake Okeechobee as we bring it into the Bassmaster Studio, sponsored by Marathon. Over at the Dakota Lithium Screen of Knowledge, I wanted to address something that Scott Martin mentioned in his column earlier this week talking about Lake Okeechobee, that they're never in the same exact place they are in previous years, how much it can possibly change. We talked about this fact with Seth Feider at Mille Lacs. He says those boulders, they don't move. If I know they're on one set of boulders, they could be on another, and I can follow that pattern. But on grass lakes, that's much different. I wanted to paint that visual, guys, at the monitor. With 2015, this was just, I wanted to get a sample of a couple years ago and how it's transpired, but this is a prominent area at Lake Okeechobee, and this is what it looked like in November of 2015 from the aerial view. That same aerial view in 2019, you can see how much the vegetation had changed in that area, whether it's high water, floods, hurricanes, spraying, whatever it could be, it is affected. And now we take another fast forward 3 more years to January of 2022 and how it is cleared out in some of these areas. So places that, you know, maybe were a haven in 2015, that they had sweet spots, that there was plenty of cover for these fish.
Hey.
There is a bass in here.
Hey, hey.